Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another day on my boss TV. If it's the first time you're coming across my video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Well, this is a second part, the part 2 of the video I made for a week back about the diaspora wars, the war between Americans, the blacks in Americans, and the blacks in the UK. They are beefing about culture. So here are some videos for you to watch and tell yourself who you think got more culture. And even if they got culture, where does it originally come from? So with no time to waste, let's go check out the videos. Mind Boss TV 1.
Let's watch the video. Just a minute.
In America and what they're taught when your ass don't even live in America.
Very informative video. Sis went off. But I sis this because this brought to mind a conversation that I've been having for the past couple years with some of my close friends about how foreign blacks love to tell American blacks about how they know so much about our culture and our history, but we don't know nothing about theirs because their education system is superior. Now, I'll be the first one to tell you that the American education system is screwed up, ain't shit, all that good stuff. But I also like to say, I call cap on them knowing so much about us due to their education system. Like I've said before in the past, just not in public, show me Carfax. I want to see the book. Run me the textbook. Where are these superior textbooks? Run me the receipts on this elite level of education that you guys are receiving. I want to know, because until I see that, I call cap. And I will continue to view this for what I feel like it is. The diaspora war with the sole intent on becoming the chosen black, wanting to take the rightful place as the chosen black for the white gays. Because until I see those receipts on those books, that curriculum, that education, it's going to continue to look like that to me.
In these continental streets, we call you guys fucking idiots. The international continental streets call you guys fucking bozos. You had Donald Trump as your motherfucking president. You could never be black British people that you are talking about. That is what I said. And I said, as black British people, win and yam beans and toast. That is what I said. I don't anyway. And then I went on to other topics and explaining to black Americans why you're not the cream of the crop, because that's what Courtney J tried to insinuate, that black Americans are better than everybody.
This is how you know somebody is just a pure hater. Not one time in Courtney J video did she specifically call out black British individuals. She specifically brought up specific staples within your country, and then she mentioned 2 podcasters that mentioned African Americans. We in the international continents, we are labeled as idiots and bozos. Baby, never one time did she diminish you guys in one type of way. But here you are trying to diminish and call African American people bozos. First of all, we are the only group of Africans within a country that was never designed for us that are making waves within that country and creating opportunities that y'all gotta leave y'all country that y'all are in to come to our country and make waves and have opportunities that you can't have within your own country because y'all not making waves like we are. Talking about if you were well traveled, y'all could take a train to another country. Baby, we could take a train to another city and it feel like another country. We're well traveled within our own country because we don't actually have to leave our country to have the experiences that y'all have to leave y'all country to have. Like, and then you got the nerve to go on and say, you guys have Donald Trump as your president. Comprehend. You just said it, baby. We are minorities within America. Like, we really had the choice of who the president is. You're just a pure hater and you're mad because you're not making waves within. Focus on making waves within y'all own country so y'all don't have to leave y'all own country to have the same opportunities as we as African Americans have. And y'all don't have to come over here and piggyback off of the freaking footprint and the blueprint and the steps that we took to be at the top, baby. We had a black president. Y'all still over there with a white family with queen and kings. Make waves within your own country before you try to come and diminish black people. Because we made waves within this country that was never built for us, and we got our respect. One last final statement, we will always be the #1 cream of the crop. We them. Once y'all stop talking about us so much, then we'll believe we ain't them.
I have a star in my eye, so that's why this shit look like this. Anyways, I'm not gonna get too much into diaspora wars because I feel like every few months it's brought up, and I'm just sick of us black people doing this shit. Honestly, it's the most annoying conversation because it shows like how much uneducated people are about the different black people in the world. But like, let's get back on the topic of how every time black Americans are brought up, right? Yeah, they always remember the fact that they don't know where they're from. I need y'all to really shut the hell up. They have been in America. A lot of their families have been in America for generations since slavery time, bro. They have been here for centuries. And when they were brought over here, they were stripped of their native language and culture, so they cannot find it. And there's no guaranteed paperwork to trace it back to Africa. God, y'all pissed me off. It is literally impossible to find out where you are from because they didn't document the names and can trace it back. The whites didn't give a fuck about doing that. White people during those times did not give a damn about finding out. Most of our last names are slave owners' last names. We can't find out where our original names are. Why do you think Malcolm X put an X on his name, on his last name? He made it an X for a reason. I find this topic really weird and how it's only focal pointed to black Americans, but y'all don't say none to us Caribbeans. You think we started in Jamaica? You think we started in Puerto Rico, Panama, all this? Do you think that's where we were at in the first place? No, we were all in Africa, right? I bet a lot of y'all don't even know the slave trade went from the Caribbean to the Americas. We are also misplaced. You don't ask Jamaicans, yo, where's your family from? Where you originally from? Where your family originally from? Bro, they're gonna say Jamaica. Why? Because they've been there for centuries. Y'all only bring this up to black Americans. Get off their needs. And for me, I'm a Caribbean American. Both of my parents came over here when they were... My mom was a kid, my dad was like a teenager or young adult, right? So I know my family lineage is back on the islands. I don't know nothing past that. Do you want a cookie for that? Does that make you more black? Does that make us less black? Like the point, like, just shut up.
But not black bitch people, because I'm telling you something for free. Our food is top quality because we have culture over here. No one wants to appropriate black American shit, you understand?
Let's get into it. First of all, here we have a Scotch bonnet on a bed of rice and peas. We're talking about who's more cultured, Black America or British Black. We are, I'm sorry, we win. And it is quite disturbing that you guys think that you're more cultured than us. In areas where it really matters, you're not. Because when you guys are big foodies, you Americans, all right? You post a lot of your dishes online and stuff like that. And it only tends to consist of seafood boils. Maybe a sweet potato pie. And things that I've literally never heard of. Now this is rice and peas. I've never seen rice and peas in any of your plates. A lot of your plates, when you look dish up food, it just looks sloppy. It's just pure slop. There's no substance, I'm sorry. The food that black British people eat, yeah, is exclusive to black people in the Caribbean. I don't know where I get no food from. I don't. And who even understood what I said just now? That's another thing. You guys don't understand what black people are saying most of the time. It's proven on blog pages like The Shade Room. When they post Jamaican artists or Jamaican people, all of you are running up in the comments talking about, I don't understand the words she's saying or he's saying. But yet, we are the least cultured. Make it make sense. We understand every word that I say. We understand the majority of black British people understand every word they're saying. It's really not rocket science half the time. Yeah? The other thing is complexions. Now, the majority of us know that black comes in many colours. And many of you are so ignorant to that. Like, I've been told by so many black Americans that I'm white. Really? Because I'm light skinned, I'm white? You can't get no more ignorant than that. You know what I mean?
Nah, because after studying abroad in London for like 4 months, when I tell y'all, the British are not beating the Americans stand allegations. Like, as soon as I open my mouth, oh, you from America, you're from America, 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 New York, New York. Like, can y'all relax? Chill for a second. Like, I've never felt so famous in my life. Like, the amount of people just like coming up to me, asking me mad questions about America, or just like feeling the need to like show off their knowledge of America. I was just like, wow, that's actually impressive, because y'all, that's actually when I realized I didn't know as much about the UK as I thought I did. Like, that actually inspired me to actually want to learn more, because the amount of knowledge that they had on America versus the amount of knowledge that Americans have on them it's very unbalanced. Like, oh my gosh.
Them UK motherfuckers got some funny ass slang. Central C translate UK slang into American. He said Americans say the feds just done a sweep. In UK they say them boy done ran in my jaff. In America we say on God no cap. In the UK they say swear on your life don't gas. Americans say spin the block. In the UK they say jump out and slide and crash. That's too much to be seeing. In America we say machine. In the UK they call it mash. Why the fuck they call it mash? The first thing that came to mind was mashed potatoes, and no one don't even say mash in America like that. If they do, they ass somewhere I'm not from. He said in America when we see girls twerking, we say they shaking ass. But in the UK they say they shaking nash. What the fuck that even mean? Nash sound like something I don't want to be around. He said they don't trap out of abandoned buildings. In the UK, shots get hit out of vacant flats. In other words, that's another word for apartment. Americans say what's up, well I say what up. In the UK they say wagwan. That sound like some tropical ass island shit to say. He said Americans say restrooms. I don't say restroom, I say bathroom. But in the UK we say toilet. I mean, some motherfuckers say they finna go to the toilet. Well, no, I don't think I heard nobody say that shit. In America we say y'all, but in the UK they say you lot. You lot sound like a construction working store. American call female shawty. In the UK they call them John. When they see a fine ass female they call them Ling. Back in the day they used to call them Ping. What the fuck? Who came up with this shit? Americans call them J's. I'm thinking he talking about Jordans. In the UK they call them cats. Why the fuck they call them cats? Can someone in the UK explain this shit to me? Cause it don't make sense. He said in America we call them flick knives. They call them knacks. I don't even know what the fuck a flick knife is. A pocket knife? I don't think motherfuckers in America say flick knives. He said Americans call it a Rambo knife, but in the UK they call it Rams. I ain't gonna cap, most Americans see a knife, they gonna call it a knife. Y'all ass got all these different names and shit cause y'all specialize in that shit. He said American call money bins. In the UK they say cash, P's, racks, and G's. Americans say they paranoid, but in the UK they say that I'm praying. American motherfuckers call the hood the trenches. But in the UK they call it the ends. Why they call it the ends? Yeah, I don't think UK slang gonna ever get popular in the US. Only time I hear motherfuckers talk about the UK is they making jokes about it.
Hello ladies and gentlemen. After watching the video, again, I think all these things are very funny and interesting in a way. But how I see it to be is like, for example, I have brothers living in America and some living in the UK. Whenever we meet, we compare each other's culture, things one we are experiencing and such. I may find some of them interesting, and vice versa, they may find some of the things I experience in Europe interesting in Scandinavia. And maybe I'll find whatever they are experiencing in UK interesting, and the same vice versa in US. But that doesn't mean that I'm trying to copy. It's just because I find it interesting. I find it different from what I'm used to. I find it to be more, just different and much more maybe appealing, you know, because after a while, once you've been doing your own things for some time, it gets boring. And when it gets boring, you want to at least, try something new. these days, people are talking about their slangs, their food, their language, and which one sounds boring, which is more appealing. Who knows what about that? Well, for that, I think it's very, very funny because a lot of all these cultures actually come from Africa, the motherland, you know. So just people take it and then mix it a bit and then make it into their own, which is also okay. But the thing is, that doesn't make it that somebody wants to copy yours, or somebody wants to copy your slang, or somebody wants to copy your culture or something like that. You've taken an original thing and then mixed it up to make something else, which becomes your own, which is also great. But if somebody finds that interesting, that doesn't mean the person is copying you, because you have taken the original and then just mixed it up to something else. I think it's also very funny that upon all the things in this world we can do to bring us closer to each other, this is the kind of things we want to actually talk about. It's very sad because I think we Black people in the diaspora or everywhere, we have bigger problems, bigger issues to deal with, or to build a forum about, or to talk about, to discuss, instead of things like this. I wish these ladies would channel their energy into something more productive, rather bringing us closer together, instead of trying to cause an issue between each other. I know this is just people being in their feelings, but I like some of the ladies' comments, about the fact that we are from different backgrounds. And the thing is, a lot of these Americans maybe have lost their traditions, their culture, their ethics, where they come from, the original foundation, and thereby it is what it is, And of course, like the Blacks in the Caribbean too, they don't originally come from there; they were taken there. So again, we have to have this room and this forum whereby we can take from each other, copy from each other, and then take something and then build upon it. But that doesn't mean like what we are admiring one of them or whatever, because at the end of the day, if we do something and it's productive, it's for the Black community. It's not because you are from America, or from Nigeria, Ghana, wherever, Caribbean, Brazil, or wherever it is. It doesn't really matter. It goes in favor for the Black culture, the Black people, and that is what should be the focus point. Thank you again for this episode. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give me a like and a comment. And again, remember to subscribe.